The howler monkeys just stopped. Suddenly, something's wrong. You don't know what yet, but the jungle, every single thing living in it just shut up at once. And now, the sky's slowly changing to a weird color. First thing you notice is the floor. Stone. And weirdly warm, the kind of warm that means this thing has been holding heat since yesterday and has no plans to stop. You sit up. Your body feels small and lean. Your cotton clothes scratch at your shoulders. There are marks on your wrists. They're painted on, not tattoos, in red and black. They look like strange shapes. You're way up high, seriously high. You're on a platform. Below you, there's a city spread out beneath you. It's not ruins, though. Your brain keeps trying to call it ruins. It isn't. This city is going. The walls are white and red. The temples are enormous jagged things pushing up through the trees, and somewhere nearby something is burning. Not in a bad way. Sweet almost. Then the edge hits and you realize it's incense, and you have absolutely no idea where you are. This place is Tikal. It's 790 AD. You didn't choose to be here, and what's about to happen you won't see it coming. You head down the stone steps from your platform. Somehow your legs know where to go. You follow them. The city is wide awake now, loud, a little overwhelming. Women with pots balanced on their heads, water shifting inside with each step. And that sound, a man sharpening something on stone, slow and deliberate, each scrape like a piece of glass giving way. You walk past a market. There isn't any metal here. People are trading things like beans, jade, and cloth. One woman swaps a piece of jade for a bowl of some hot liquid. You take a cup from one of the boys. You drink it. Chocolate, but barely. Nothing sweet about it. It's heavier than a drink has any right to be. Almost chewy. Chili hits somewhere in the middle. And underneath that, something grainy, rough, like corn that got most of the way to smooth and stopped. Corn, maybe. You drink it all anyway. You definitely need the boost. You stop walking and look up. Right in front of you stands a massive temple. It feels like a challenge almost. This temple has 9 levels and measures about 47 meters tall. Eventually, people will know it as Temple of the Great Jaguar. For now, it's just this huge white structure. Something's going on further down the road. Not drums, not chanting, this is different. This is the sound of actual work. Grunting, scraping, heavy things being moved by people who do this every day. Some men are pulling huge blocks on sleds. They're heading to Temple IV, which is still under construction. There are no wheels here, no metal tools, not even pulleys. Just rope, wood, sweat, and a very good understanding of how to move heavy things. You watch a foreman working. He's really good at his job, directing the men as they manage to move a large block. You reflect on big buildings, considering how people across different times often come up with the same kinds of solutions. The block inches forward. The foreman gives a satisfied nod. A mason is busy working on the temple, making sure everything looks absolutely perfect. Your body just moves you to the base of the temple, almost on its own. Priests are going up and down the stairs, performing their offerings. An old man stops beside you. His face is deeply lined, and he has jade plugs in his ears. His head is shaped in a very particular way. He speaks to you in a tongue you don't understand even one bit of, but you understand what he's feeling. The nervousness isn't new, it's worn in, like he's been carrying it around since maybe 3 days ago. He keeps talking, then mid-sentence just stops and points at the sun, moves his hand slow across the sky, like he's marking something, like he already knows where this is going. He clearly knows something is coming. You're getting it now. The scale of it, 90,000 people, causeways running between plazas, temples stacked up against the sky wherever you look. Big doesn't really cover it. Tikal moves like a city that has never once doubted itself. But something's off today, and you feel it before you see it, the way you feel rain coming. 2 groups of nobles have positioned themselves on opposite sides of the Great Plaza. Not fighting, not even speaking, just standing there, which somehow feels worse. The man with jade plugs in his ears moves close to you, says something quiet. He mentions Kalakmul. You know Kalakmul. It's Tikal's main rival. A child runs between the noble groups. He glances up at the sky. Sun directly overhead. Bright, brutal, normal. Except something's touching the edge of it. A shadow. Thin, wrong, impossible. The child sees it before anyone else, and screams. After that chaos, priests taking the stairs fast, drums starting up from deep inside the complex, hard, uneven, urgent, not the kind of beat anyone dances to. The kind that means something just went wrong. Everyone in the market stops moving and tilts their head back. The shadow is still growing. You've seen this before, not live, but you know what an eclipse is. Moon, sun, geometry. It ends. The science is yours, not theirs. They don't have it, and it wouldn't help anyway. What they have is their eyes, and their eyes are telling them the sun is dying. 90,000 people, all looking up at the same terrible thing. Then a clay pot somewhere behind you finds the ground, splits apart. Nobody looks at it. She leaves it there and drops to her knees. The jade earring man grabs your arm, not panicked, not asking questions, just certain. Like he already knew this was coming and was hoping he was wrong. He knew this event was coming. The sky goes completely dark. Stars appear suddenly. Venus shows up in the middle of the afternoon sky, bright and completely wrong. For a second, nobody moves. Then the priests on the temple start screaming, and then the sun comes back. The shadow recedes. The light returns gradually. Birds suddenly burst into flight. The drums change their beat entirely. The drums change. That's the whole announcement. One beat different from the last, and somehow everybody knows it's done. It's over. They won. The sun came back, and somehow that means they won. The evening meal feels different now. Fires are burning in every courtyard, and families are gathered together. You sit with the man, the one with the jade earrings. His name is Aj Kahuun. He hands you a bowl. Beans, maize, warm and heavy. Sits down beside you and starts talking slowly, like he's choosing each word carefully, or maybe just too tired for speed. You catch maybe 1 in 10. But there's one phrase that keeps coming back. Same sounds, same weight, every few sentences. Kin. There's no separate word for sun, or day, or time. Not here. They're the same thing always were, apparently. He talks for a moment more, then stops and points. The temple. His own chest. The sky. 3 things. 1 gesture. And you almost understand. You think you grasp what he means. The priests predicted this. Their calendar told them it was going to happen. This wasn't some random chaos. This was powerful proof. Proof that the calendar really works. Proof that the astronomers can accurately read the sky. And proof that the king, who also acts as a kind of messenger to the gods, still maintains the balance of the universe. What started as a crisis quickly became an incredible display of power. The nobles who were so stressed this morning are celebrating loudly tonight. Kalakmul is still out there in the darkness, of course. But today, at least, the sky seemed to listen to Tikal. Big cities don't go quiet all at once. They do it in stages. The market stalls fold up first. Then the drums finally, mercifully stop. The fires shrink down to orange coals and just sit there, back on the platform where the day started. Dark now, but not completely. The temples give themselves away. Each one with a faint ring of firelight at the base. 6 of them, visible even now. Temple 1 and Temple 2, across from each other, over the great plaza, not randomly placed, deliberately so. 1 for the king, 1 for his queen. A conversation in stone. Temple 3 is half swallowed by jungle still, its roof comb just barely making it above the tree line. And then Temple 4, 65 meters. Taller than anything standing in the Western world right now. You look at it for a long time, and you start thinking not about engineering, not about logistics, just about what it actually takes, somewhere deeper than technique. It's not just engineering, you realize. You understand engineering. You mean faith. A building that tracks time. A staircase that means something. A doorway aimed so perfectly that once a year the solstice sends 1 beam of light straight down to where the king is buried. 1 beam. 1 day. On purpose. Not approximately. Not close. Exactly. They built intricate machines out of stone. Machines designed for talking to the sky. Tonight, after an eclipse that probably should have broken everything, every single one of those massive temples is still standing, still white, still painted, still watching over everything. 90,000 people faced what surely felt like the end of the world today. Their collective response wasn't a panicked stampede. It was ceremony. It was precision. It was using knowledge to overcome fear. The Maya calendar was already tracking the movements of Venus with incredible accuracy. Within 2 hours, across a 500-year cycle, they had calculated this specific eclipse. They had meticulously prepared the entire show. The sun didn't save Tikal, really. No, their astronomers did.
It's accurate. We have understood the sky.
Force of habit, hand in pocket, looking for something to scroll. No phone, no screen. Won't be one for another 1,200 years, give or take. Just a single cacao bean sitting in your palm, which is apparently what passes for currency right now. Below you, Tikal slowly breathes in the night. You already know how this story, their story, ends. They don't have that knowledge. But tonight, they saved the sun. And that, you figure, is quite enough.